Hello, welcome to the Managing Drought in the Southern Plains webinar series. This series is brought to you by the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program, or SCIP, the National Drought Mitigation Center, National Integrated Drought Information System, and the NOAA Regional Climate Services Director. This is part of a weekly short briefing. We also have a full webinar series coming up next week, March 14th. We hope you'll join us. Here's what's new this week. There's a little bit more improvement in the Oklahoma Panhandle as the snow has melted, but there's some slipping backwards in parts of Texas. Not much change in the central and northern plains. It looks like we have some cool weather coming in place over the next month with on and off precipitation chances. The drought outlook shows some improvement in the northern plains, but not much improvement in the south. Here's the Drought Monitor Map this week, and looks pretty much similar to last week. A little bit of improvement locally, in places a little bit of degradation in others, but the general pattern has remained pretty well fixed here during the winter. A lot of improvement along the east coast though, as the drought seems to be receding from that area. Here in our southern plains region, we see a little bit of improvement in the eastern Oklahoma Panhandle, a little bit less D4 this week, but then down in Texas, South Texas, and East Texas, and then an area around Wichita Falls, there's been a little expansion of the D4 areas there, as they've missed out on these recent rainfall and snowfall events. Up into the northern plains, the pattern is pretty much unchanged since last week. There was some improvement in central Kansas the previous week, but that's remained pretty much the same set this week. As we look at the rainfall departures over the last few days, you can see that blue blob in the middle there that kind of transects the area from the recent event, and it's even showing up here as we look at 60 days of pretty wet pattern. As we look longer, those long-term signatures are still in place, especially New Mexico has serious problems, as well as South Texas with in West Texas with the long-term underlying issues. The National Weather Service River Forecast Center in Tulsa has a soil moisture model that shows some of the problems. The top layers look pretty good shape, all this recent precipitation, but the lower parts that affect the hydrologic cycle and recharge still show a lot of problems, especially the western two-thirds of Oklahoma, westward into New Mexico and Colorado. Looking ahead, we can see that there's some chances of precipitation around the region this weekend. Pretty light precipitation. We were more hopeful a few days ago, but it looks like it's going to generally be a little bit more to the east. And temperatures a little on the cool side across most of the country, shown by the blue lines in the top. In the next 8 to 14 days, it looks like the warmth is going to build in again across the western U.S. And a mixed bag on precipitation chances again, with no real signal one way or the other in our region. But that's actually been a pretty hopeful sign. As we then look on into the next seasonal outlook, this has not been updated recently. The next update will be coming out March 21st, but it shows this kind of warm, dry pattern expected that they had been expecting, a little bit transition zone across the region. This factors into the drought outlook, which was updated this week. And as we're going into spring, they're expecting that just a normal spring-fall increases in rainfall to help out across the northern plains, but because of that dry area forecast in the seasonal, they're still holding the persistence on drought here. Now we are getting into wetter time of year, so if we do get good rains all the way through May, that actually should help across Oklahoma, Texas, and Kansas, as well as the northern plains. And as a reminder, we have a lot of information posted on several websites. These briefings are posted on the SCIP website as well as YouTube, and we invite you to join our Managing Drought in the Southern Plains webinar series on the 14th will be the next one, and please join us. Thank you.